What is awesome has always been awesome and will forever be awesome? That feeling when something you've been struggling to understand takes over in your brain. The sudden, wonderful rush when the world becomes just a little bit bigger. Sometimes I swear I can feel my brain light up when I know I'm finally on the right track with figuring something out. You're right, it feels awesome. Having someone you love tell you they're really proud of you. Realizing you still have time. The first time you hold the hand of the person you like. Every time you hold the hand of that special person in your life. Good health. The number of times this year I've had a tough week, then realized how many of my friends, 3, would give everything they have to just to hear a doctor tell them they don't have cancer. I can't take that for granted anymore. Sometimes when I'm feeling really down I just remember I can walk. My legs work, I can get out of a chair, I can go upstairs. It's really nice to remember the basics and get out of my own head. Clean drinking water. I am fortunate enough to have awesome water straight from a well. It's even soft enough that I don't need a water softener or filters, even though I still do. You can drink it straight from the outside spigot and it's good. Everyone on the planet should have the human right to this. I have been and seen both ends of things. And each time I return to the place where my tap gives clean water it feels like that is what people call heaven. When you finish reading an amazing book, and as you close the cover you get that feeling of immense satisfaction tinged with a tiny bit of sadness that it ended. A nice shower after a long day. A satisfying meal after fasting. A nice warm feeling sitting in the sun on a cold winter day. A nice cool breeze sitting in a tree shade on a hot summer day. I think those would do me, simple things. Edit, wow, wasn't expecting this. Thank you kind strangers for the awards. It is lovely to know people still believe in simple things. Be safe and well everyone. Sleep. Night sky filled with stars. Yep, that's one of the better points of working nights in a small rural town. At the end of my shift I can look up and see a night sky full of stars. Drinking water when really thirsty. Having a relationship where both partners love and care about each other. Holy shit, it's the best. Today is moving day for us, bought a house, finally. Movers were supposed to be here an hour ago, there's only 2 of them to move our entire 3-bedroom apartment, and I am accordingly a nervous wreck. My wife called me into our room, had me turn off the light, lie down next to her, then just held on to me for like 5 minutes. Then up and back to work. I don't know how she does it but no one else can calm me down like she can, and she says it's the same for her with me. She's my rock, I couldn't be more grateful or thankful for her. These movers, on the other hand. Edit, just got everything unloaded and I have to admit I was mistaken, they were about an hour late but the movers were actually awesome guys, did a hell of a job and did it on time. More than made up for their initial tardinissimo. Fresh sheets. Yep. Love so many of these, but clean fresh sheets, rain on a tin roof and a day off the next day. That's heaven, right there. And clean sheets are things we take for granted. Many people don't have pollution-free places to hang sheets, or clothes dryers to dry them. Regular clean sheets are a privilege and one we should always be grateful for. Waking up in the middle of the night, and thinking your alarm will go off soon, only to realize you went to bed earlier than usual and you still have hours and hours of sleep left. There are certain humans who are consistently decent, honest, and reliable their whole lives. Dolly Parton for example. 60 years in music and she was a class act as a 16-year-old when she arrived in Nashville and remains that to this day. No scandal, no skeletons. As talented a singer-songwriter as there is. Imho I Will Always Love You rivals the greatest songs ever written. She is now awesome, has always been awesome and will remain awesome even after she's gone. Throwing large rocks from high places into water to see how big of a splash you can make. Dogs. They're loving, caring, sweet, and loyal. They can save lives, lead the blind, assist the disabled, comfort the hurt, and so much more. I love dogs. Dogs are great. When the air is so fresh and crisp and the temperature is just shy of being too cold to be comfortable. The smell of rain. A glass of oh-so-cold water when you're dying of thirst. Crawling into bed beside the love of your life and then waking up just enough to put their arm around you. Waking up and looking out a window to see that it snowed overnight. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and we maybe get a week or two of snow a year. It's a novelty, and it's always been a positive thing because snow meant that school was canceled. I just love the snow. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.